Chris, former Minister of Labor and Employment and one-time Governor of Anambra State, is currently in the news again, and this time, it's not about politics or labor strikes. It's about his recent arrest by the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, and the strong reaction that followed, especially from MASSOB, the movement for the actualization of the sovereign state of Biafra. The story has taken over headlines across Nigeria, and many people are now connecting it to Peter Obi's recent visit to Chris. So let's break down everything happening around this case and why it's causing so much discussion. And as you are listening, please remember to like this video and subscribe to the channel, so you don't miss updates like this one. The news broke just a few days ago that the EFCC picked up Dr. Chris over allegations of financial misconduct linked to his time in office. Reports say the charges revolve around contract awards and funds that were allegedly not properly accounted for. The EFCC said it was acting based on petitions and investigations that have been ongoing for a while. Chris was taken into custody, and according to confirmed information, he has since been remanded while court proceedings are ongoing. Now, in the middle of this tension, Peter Obi, former presidential candidate and one of the most respected figures from the Southeast, paid a visit to Chris at his home. That visit alone changed everything, because right after that, MASSOB came out to speak strongly. Now, MASSOB's reaction is what has made this story blow up even more. The group released a statement expressing concern about Chris's arrest and the timing. They questioned whether this arrest was purely based on law enforcement or whether it had political undertones, especially coming right after Peter Obi's visit. MASSOB said clearly that every Nigerian deserves fair treatment, no matter their tribe or political belief. They said the EFCC should not be seen as a political tool or as an agency that targets certain individuals for political reasons. The group reminded everyone that both Peter Obi and Chris are Igbo leaders who have served the country in various capacities, and they deserve to be treated with dignity and fairness. As they put it, justice should not look selective. Please, if you're watching right now and following this gist, click the like button and subscribe, because we're going deeper into this story, and you'll want to stay till the end. Now, looking at the sequence of events, people online started to talk immediately after Peter Obi's visit. Some said the timing of the EFCC action looked suspicious, while others said the agency was simply doing its job and shouldn't be accused of bias. Social media was flooded with comments, some supporting Chris, saying he's being unfairly targeted, while others believe the EFCC is acting within its legal powers. This back and forth has turned the issue into both a legal and a political conversation. Let's not forget that MASSOB has always spoken out when they believe Igbo leaders are being treated unfairly. They said in their statement that the EFCC should handle all cases transparently and not give room for suspicion. They also mentioned that Peter Obi's sympathy visit was purely an act of humanity and not political collaboration. They warned that linking the visit to Chris's arrest could send the wrong message about unity among leaders from the region. MASSOB said they stand for fairness, equity, and justice, and that's the principle they are defending in this matter. Now, if you're watching and enjoying how we are breaking this down, please hit the like button right now and subscribe to the channel. It really helps a lot, and you get updates every time we post a fresh story. Let's continue. The EFCC, on their own part, has remained firm that Chris's arrest was purely a matter of law and due process. According to reports, they received petitions and evidence that needed investigation. They said no one is above the law, and they are only carrying out their duty. However, what makes this story sensitive is the timing and the public reaction. You see, in Nigeria, every major anti-corruption arrest involving a political figure attracts both political and emotional responses. People begin to analyze the pattern, the region of the person involved, and who might be benefiting or losing politically. Chris himself has denied any wrongdoing. His team said he is innocent and will defend himself in court. They also said he believes in the Nigerian justice system and will cooperate fully with investigators. His supporters say he has served the country for years and should not be humiliated before the court decides anything. They are calling for respect for due process. Again, all this is happening while public discussions are growing louder. Now, what MASSOB said touched many Nigerians because their message was not only about Chris but about justice in general. They said, the EFCC should not act based on emotions or influence from any political power. They also appealed for unity, saying that no matter what happens, Nigerians should avoid turning every legal issue into an ethnic debate. This is a very important point because, in the end, justice should be about right and wrong, not where a person comes from. Let's pause for a second. If you are finding this story insightful, please like this video right now and subscribe. That's how we keep this platform growing and keep bringing you stories like this one. Now, the big question people are asking is this: why did the EFCC move immediately after Peter Obi's visit? Was it a coincidence or a planned action? Some analysts believe it's just timing, nothing more. The EFCC has its own schedule, and maybe the visit happened around the same period. Others feel there might be pressure behind the scenes, especially since both men, Chris and Obi, are from the same region and have political history in Anambra. Whichever way you look at it, the coincidence is what makes people raise eyebrows. Across social media, you can see divided opinions. Some Nigerians are saying it's a political witch hunt, others say no one should defend anyone accused of corruption. Then you have another group saying that whether guilty or innocent, justice must be transparent. So the debate has become larger than Chris himself. It's now a national discussion about how anti-corruption agencies operate in Nigeria. Let's take a moment to appreciate how these conversations are shaping our democracy. This is why it's important for people to stay informed. And if you've not subscribed yet, please do so now. It's free and it helps you get updates faster. As of now, Chris remains in custody while the case continues in court. The EFCC has filed its charges, and his legal team is working to secure bail. People are waiting to see how the court will handle the matter. Peter Obi, on his part, has not made any public comment after the visit. Many of his supporters say his action was just a humanitarian gesture, showing compassion to a man he knows personally. Remember, Obi and Chris have shared political history in Anambra State, even though they belong to different political camps. One interesting part of this story is how it has reminded Nigerians that political relationships are complex. Even rivals sometimes share respect. Peter Obi visiting Chris shows that politics doesn't always have to divide people. Sometimes, it's about human connection. But then, when that act of kindness is followed by an arrest, it immediately changes public perception. It creates a wave of speculation, and that's what we are seeing now. Now, many people are asking, what does this mean for the EFCC's image? The EFCC has worked for years to prove that it operates independently. But Nigerians are sensitive to timing and optics. So when an arrest follows a visit by a prominent politician, people will naturally question the motive. It doesn't mean the EFCC is guilty of anything, but perception matters. MASSOB's reaction is basically saying, please, let justice be justice. Don't make it look like politics. That's the main takeaway from their statement. Before we continue, if you're watching till this point, it means you're really enjoying the gist. Please show support by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Thank you for being part of this growing family. Now, let's talk about what happens next. For Chris, the next step is the legal process. His lawyers are expected to push for bail and prepare his defense. For the EFCC, the challenge is to show evidence and convince the court that their case is solid. For MASSOB and the public, the focus will be on transparency. They want to see fairness. This situation could also influence how people view future anti-corruption cases, especially those involving high-profile individuals. Meanwhile, many political observers are using this case to call for reform in how anti-corruption agencies operate. Some say cases should move faster, so the public doesn't lose interest. Others say agencies must communicate clearly to avoid misinformation. When the public gets confused, rumors start to spread. That's what's happening now, people filling in the gaps with their own theories. And now, as Nigerians continue to follow this story, one message stands out: the need for fairness. Whether you support Chris or not, whether you believe the EFCC or MASSOB, everyone wants the same thing: justice that is fair and transparent. Because at the end of the day, justice should not have color, tribe, or party. If you agree with that, please like this video right now and subscribe, so we can keep having open, balanced conversations like this one. As we move forward, one thing is sure: this story is far from over. The court will decide the next step. MASSOB will continue to speak out. And the EFCC will keep working to defend its reputation as an impartial agency. But Nigerians will keep watching closely. Because this is not just about one man, it's about trust in our institutions. And that's what makes this story so important. It touches leadership, integrity, unity, and justice, all at once. The way this matter ends will tell us a lot about where Nigeria's fight against corruption truly stands. So we'll keep watching, and as updates come, we'll bring them to you right here. Thank you for staying till the end of this report. If you found this story informative and clear, please hit the like button and subscribe now. It really helps us reach more people and keep growing this community of informed viewers. Don't forget to turn on notifications too, so you'll be the first to know whenever new stories drop. Once again, I'm glad you stayed with me through this detailed breakdown. Keep supporting, keep sharing, and remember, justice must be fair, and truth must be told. See you in the next update, and please, don't forget to like this video and subscribe right now.